eliminating poverty, giving everyone amazing medical care. Well, there's actually only one way to do that, and that's with the Optimus robot. With humanoid robots, you can actually give everyone amazing medical care. Optimus will ultimately be better than the best human surgeon, with a level of precision that is beyond human. So I think that's a pretty wild concept to say, okay, if you know, people have always talked about eliminating poverty, but actually Optimus will actually eliminate poverty.
Every day people are asking simple questions. Why is there less and less food in my shopping cart? Why is it harder and harder to pay for my mortgage? They're talking about 50-year mortgages now, you know? And so when they see that type of stuff, they say, I want sound money. There's really only one option for sound money. It's the cryptocurrency space. So they'll gradually work their way there, and now that institutions are embracing it, it's easier now than ever for people to come on in. It's just unfortunately, you know, it's just been challenging this year given the high politicization and the tariffs and some unrealistic expectations and some botched false starts. But you know, it only slows the Giga Chad bull run down. It doesn't stop it. So I think 2026 is going to be an incredible year. Privacy is going to be the one that kind of launches it and brings back retail. And then all the other guys are going to get a halo effect from it. And we're going to see a big lift in the industry as a whole. And I think we'll close out 2026 with $250,000 Bitcoin and a very healthy and vibrant ecosystem. Everybody entered, myself included, 2025 thinking that the Trump administration was going to be this magic net positive for the ecosystem, because he's literally, the U.S. government has become a bag holder. You know, it's like that's the biggest economy in the world, and it's gone from trying to kill crypto to embracing crypto. But sometimes by having the big guy hug you, they hug too hard, and they love too much, and it kind of crushes your ribs, kind of like Lum from Goonies. So what we're having to contend with is the U.S. government, in a very hand-fisted way, has been, in some cases, a little unhelpful to the industry. So it created an irrational exuberance, and it interfered with our normal 4-year cycle that we have, and we're trying to sort all that stuff out.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology, and I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust. And we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, you know, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, you know, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. We also have stocks pulling back. And I know you're wondering, when are we going to get consistent relief? And we won't get that until the Fed steps in on December 1st. So now until the end of the month, we're definitely going to be pumping and dumping. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Michael Saylor keeps his promise. Buys over 8,000 Bitcoin worth $835 million. And he hasn't bought anything that big in a long time. And that should definitely give us a signal that we will be moving up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates overall pulling back, but as we see, they're still high. Remember, the Fed made a cut, but yield rates moved up. And then we have the dollar right now slightly up. We have volume in crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $1.5 billion on Friday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Treasury is in the background working on that long end. Because, nobody, and I mean nobody, wants that long-term paper. And then we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build his fourth industrial revolution. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have the Fed, so they met with banks to discuss liquidity. And we know that's the reason why the Fed is going to come in as these mortgage-backed securities roll off. They're going to be buying the front end, which is going to help markets. Guys, it's nothing but market manipulation. And they're going to keep this up until they flip the switch on this fourth industrial revolution. And don't forget, Jerome Powell is out in May. He gets to ride off in the sun as the American economy crumbles and the machines start to take over, increasing productivity. So these corporations won't miss a beat, but humanity will be taken out of the workforce. And that enables, of course, universal basic income. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs down as I'm doing this video. And we had Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs with big outflows last week. And we had Solana inflows were low, but definitely was decent. And lastly, we had XRP with big inflows. Now we have the CBOE to launch perpetual style Bitcoin Ethereum futures on December 15th. Also, we have Singapore's SGX to launch Bitcoin Ethereum perpetuals as institutional demand climbs. And we see the casino just keeps getting bigger and bigger, not just in the United States, but it's globally. Now we have UBS and Ant International are partnering to tokenize deposits for real-time cross-border payments and liquidity across jurisdictions. And we have treasuries being tokenized, and then of course the next step are these tokenized deposits, and now we're seeing the insurance coming in to complete the banking system. Remember, it's the same products, they're just being tokenized and put on blockchain. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Aave Labs to launch high-yield savings app with insurance-backed protection for deposits up to $1 million. And they'll be supporting up to 12,000 banks, but I wish the yield wasn't so high. Because, guys, we've seen the movie before. Because we know the Fed and a few of these major central banks have to lower rates. But we're seeing these crypto projects doing the work for the Fed. The private sector is building out this digital economy, but there are a lot of flaws. And we know those flaws are in there on purpose. So therefore, when there's a run, everything ends up in the hands of the central banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows. When it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.